Hey, what's going on YouTube? Alabama Reloader here. Just got back from the range, finished up some 6.5 Creedmoor testing. I actually did a live stream. Of course, when this video gets posted, the live stream will have taken place the night before, but whenever you're watching this after Friday, August 29th, 2025, just know that I did a live stream the night before I posted this video because I went to the range that evening after work, or that afternoon after work, and shot through sort of a partial test, completed half of the test, then I went back to the range, finished the remainder of the test. Now we're going to go over the results. And I ended up testing the Meguiar Ballistics 125 grain copper rose hollow point bullet. The reason I wanted to test that bullet, I'm not exactly sure why I continue to test these bullets, I gotta be honest with you, because they absolutely shoot lights out and they are amazing. I don't know why I keep testing these. I think I'm just gonna stop testing these. I'm just gonna load them up, go hunt with them, and call it a day. But before we get into that, this is the Remesa. That's sort of the nickname that it was given. This is a Remington 700 CDL action. It started off its life as a 243 Winchester, got converted over to a 6.5 Creedmoor with a Christensen Arms Mesa barrel, so Remesa, that's where that comes from. It's got a Boyd's thumbhole stock on it, which, I don't know. I'm not really the biggest fan of a thumbhole stock. I picked it up, it was a really good deal. Went ahead and got it, and it's okay. I could do without it, but it's okay, it's not bad. I do like the flat, sort of the flatter fore end on here for basically just for bench work and stuff at the range. That does come in handy. I like that a little bit better. And then what else of note? Oh, it's got a Bixen Andy trigger in it. Really nice trigger there. Probably the nicest trigger I've ever shot or ever used. So really good stuff there. Pick rail on top, and then I've got a Leupold VX Freedom 3 to 9x50 with a fire dot scope on top. This is going to be sort of the dedicated, hunting rig in 6.5 Creedmoor. This will be for the kids and whoever else, hey, I need to borrow a gun to go stack up deer and hogs or whatever you're chasing. This is going to get the job done. So you can see I've already got some stuff loaded up. Now, if you will recall, I just posted a video not too long ago showing the differences between the differences in testing results between these two guys. This is the 130 grain Sierra Game King hollow point version and the tipped Game King, and had some really good results with that using the new to me Midwest Powders MP590, which is supposed to be pretty similar to a Reloader 17. So I wanted to test that stuff out with those two bullets, and you can see, again, just kind of a quick summary of the results that I got from doing that testing. I settled on just the 41 grain charge. That's good enough, gets the job done. Both of those were good 5-shot groups, and the velocities, again, good enough, get the job done. So I went ahead and loaded up 5 of each bullet type with 41 grains of that powder. So those are good to go for hunting. And then I wanted to also double check on this new test where the Meguiar Ballistics 125 grain copper rose hollow point, where that bullet would hit relative to these guys. If it's close enough, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna load up 10 more of the Meguiar Ballistics, and then this will be the hunting ammo for 6.5 Creedmoor for this upcoming season. So let's get into it. Tested Sta-Ball 6.5 and Superformance. Those are the two powders that I tested. The reason for that, at least on the Sta-Ball side, is when I had this barrel has been on this rifle a couple of different times, and the first time I put it on there, I just did some really brief initial testing with a bunch of different bullets and powders. The Meguiar Ballistics shot really well. It was 5-shot groups when I did that round of testing. Shot really well with Sta-Ball 6.5. And whenever I got this rifle back from Heavy Precision in Huntsville, Alabama, shout out to those guys, I was like, you know what, going through the data where I'd shot before, and that sort of jumped out at me like, oh, I need to retest with Sta-Ball 6.5. So instead of just testing Sta-Ball 6.5, I wanted to throw Superformance against it as well and see how it would do. So let's go to the target. This target's an absolute shotgun pattern because I'm shooting 300 Ruger Compact Magnum on it as well. It's just, man. Oh, don't you love a non-free floated barrel? Like, man, you change anything and your point of impact, good night. It's all over the place. But that's neither here nor there. So this is the stuff. This is the Sta-Ball 6.5. These are the Sta-Ball 6.5 loads. So this is the 41 grains, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Yes, this is a 3-shot group. And yes, that is the smallest group that I have ever shot, period. So that measures out to 0.039 inches. Pretty good stuff there. But you can see, like, and the reason I did big jumps in powder charges, most people, they're like, oh man, you know, why aren't you jumping like 2/10 in between your charge weight range? Well, because I don't care, to be honest with you. I just wanted to see from 41 up to 45, what does my point of impact shift look like? What are my velocities looking like? What are the groups overall looking like? And because if it's garbage across the board, I'm just gonna kind of move on from that powder, right? That's the thought process. So before people start going, oh, you should have tested tighter ranges on your powder charge, I don't care. Feel free to leave the comment because it helps the engagement on YouTube and the algorithm. So feel free to comment away. Just know that you will get a thumbs up and a heart, and that's as far as it goes. Not even gonna think twice about the comment. So 41 grains, like I said, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. If I was really looking at wanting to do this, like serious load development type stuff, I would probably focus more somewhere in the range over here, maybe 43 to 44 grains, or 41 down to 42. At some point, right, I mean, you guys see this is pretty obvious. At some point, it makes a transition back up. We were kind of sort of in that transition over here at 41. 42, we're down and to the right, and then back at 43, we're right back. This is my point of aim, right? Point of aim, point of impact, 43 and 44. And then 45 just kind of blows it out to an absolutely atrocious 1-inch group. That is a 1-inch group, by the way. So yeah, if I was gonna like dive into this anymore, I mean, I would go back and shoot the 42 to see what that would do again. I just got lucky, right? That's all that is to it on that one. Don't know if that would actually be repeatable. I don't really expect it to be, but that might be something if you just wanted to do like 42 grains again, and then maybe like 42.2 or 0.3, and then 41.7 or 0.8, something like that. If you just wanted to kind of test around that to see what that would look like, it might be a good idea. Otherwise, I'd probably just, if it were me, right, I'd probably just go up there and test somewhere in that range. Yeah, so here's the Sta-Ball stuff, velocity-wise. Okay, ended at 29.10. And then here are the group sizes overall. Shot really, really good with Sta-Ball. And then, like I said, it just absolutely blew everything up on that last one to 1 inch. Let's see, Superformance. Superformance shot, if I would have just shot Superformance and walked away and measured everything, I would have been pretty happy with the results. But the fact that I shot Sta-Ball 6.5 as well, Superformance is kind of disappointing. So this is the first, second, 1, 2, 3, third, fourth, and fifth, right? Superformance, for whatever reason, we were just doing the 2 and 1, 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 right? That was kind of what was going on with Superformance. Not bad though, overall, when you actually measure everything out, not bad at all. So 0.818, 0.974, 0.804, 0.6, and 0.817. I mean, I don't have anything to complain about. Velocities were A little bit better than Sta-Ball. Of course, we're running higher charge weights, but a little bit better velocity on these. We got up 29.56, and there was no real concerning signs of pressure with any of these. It's just like with the 45 grain charge, right? Once we hit that with Sta-Ball, obviously the group opened way up relative to the rest of the group sizes and the data that we have to sort of bounce everything off of. So probably wouldn't, I just probably wouldn't even chase velocity on that and go any higher than 44 grains. That'd probably be where I just leave that. Might go like 44.2 or 0.3, see what it looks like on, you know, maybe just a slightly higher charge weight above 44, and then go just a little bit below 44 to see what that looks like, and then call it a day. If I really wanted to try to fine tune this load, right, or reduce seating depth, whatever the case may be. I'm not doing any of that. So I'm just gonna go load up. What I'll probably do is load up 10 of the Sta-Ball 6.5 at 44 grains, call it a day. So that's gonna be the plan. Superformance. And overall, pretty good stuff in terms of SD and, you know, our velocity numbers and everything, ES and all that. Again, 45, kind of, I don't know, had some more weird velocity stuff relative to the rest of the groups. But again, these are 3-shot groups, data, you know, sample size police. They're not large sample sizes, nor do I care. Superformance, again, good velocity results with that stuff over here. So you can see the SD, ES. Overall, really, really good results. I couldn't be happier with how this thing shot. That's back-to-back tests now with 3 different bullets, 3 different powders. It's shooting really, really well. So again, really appreciate the work that Heavy Precision did on this. Those guys, they went ahead and bed the action, everything, made sure the stock itself, all the internals, everything was really cleaned up and fit together really well. That's one of the downsides with the Boyd stock. I mean, there is some finishing work that you'll have to do on the stock itself, on the inside, just to clean it up. And if you get a Boyd stock and you're able to install it on your rifle and man, the thing just shoots lights out, that's great. But chances are you're probably gonna need to bed the stock, bed the action into the stock. It's just a good rule of thumb, especially with these hardwood laminate stocks from Boyd's or from anybody else as well. If they don't have some type of like aluminum chassis, you know, installed already on the stock, some type of mounting system internal to the stock, if they don't have that, you're better off just bedding the stock as soon as you get it, and then bedding the action to the stock and calling it a day. So that is it. Really good stuff. And I'm kind of torn, right? I shot the smallest group that I've ever shot. I'm pretty sure it's the smallest group I've ever shot. But I'm torn between being more excited about that or more excited about a group that I shot with my 300 Ruger Compact Magnum. So there's a little teaser for you. Don't forget, if you guys are interested in supporting the channel from a financial standpoint, then you can do so by going to the website, alabamareloader.com. Buy yourself a nice, nifty little hat. They're right there on the website. They're Richardson 112 hats. They're top of the line hats, because I told the person whenever I started working with this guy who helped design the logo, the website, and all that stuff, they do screen printing and hats and shirts and everything. And I was like, look, I ain't selling something unless it's top of the line, right? I'm not promoting something that I wouldn't spend my own money on, which I have. I've already bought 2 of those hats, spent my own money, full price. But they're really nice hats, awesome. So if you like a Richardson 112, it's got the Alabama Reloader logo on there. It looks really nice. It's a patch that goes on the hat, so go check that out. That's one way to support the channel. The other way, if you're interested in purchasing North Fork bullets, I'm actually an affiliate with those guys. The affiliate link also is on the website. You go check that out, click that link. If you make a purchase while you're on their website using that link, then a portion of that comes back to the channel as well. Those are the 2 ways. Obviously, the free stuff, which I greatly appreciate, is you guys just watching the videos, commenting, right, being engaged in the videos, all of that. Really, it really does help. especially in the YouTube algorithm. So I really appreciate that. Even the negative comments and the negative feedback. The fact that you left a comment only benefits me. So even if it's negative, I appreciate those as well. But I hope y'all have a great weekend. God bless you. We'll catch you next time. Y'all have a good one.